Okay. Today we will continue with the design procedure of the welded joint. We have seen the uh, three steps earlier in the last lecture. So we will continue with the step 4. Also, we have written this step 4, but some of the part of step 4 is remaining. So step 4, we will start from the whatever we have started, and we have end at the last lecture. From that we will start. So LW, how to calculate LW, that we have seen. But if the angle section is given, if the angle section is connected to plate, at that time the angle section is nothing but here. This is the gusset plate, and this gusset plate, the angle is connected, and these three sides we have to weld: top side, this bottom side, and sometime this side also. So I will draw a sketch first. So this is the depth of the section, angle section, that given in the problem statement D. But this length, so here we know LW. See, whatever we have written in the last lecture. See, first LW is the, in this case, D plus L1 plus L2. So here this is the D. So LW म्हणजे इथं काय हो, तर हे L1, त्यानंतर हे L2 आणि D या तिन्हीची ऍडिशन आहे. मग आपल्याला मिळताना काय मिळतंय, डायरेक्ट LW मिळतंय. आर यू गेटिंग? Directly you can get the LW, but we have to calculate this L1 and L2. म्हणजे हे टॉपचं वेल्डिंग आणि हे बॉटमचं वेल्डिंग, म्हणजे इथलं वेल्डिंग आणि इथलं वेल्डिंग आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आहे. डी माहित आहे, कारण का डेप्थ ऑफ अँगल सेक्शन गिवन असेल. डी माहित आहे, पण त्याच्यामध्ये L1 आणि L2 जर ऍड केलं तर L1 किती करावं लागेल, L2 किती करावं लागेल, आणि डी किती असेल, त्याच्यावरून ही टोटल डी LW असेल. आपल्याला मिळताना वरती फॉर्म्युल्यात काय मिळालं, डायरेक्ट LW मिळाला. बट हिअर इन दी if we are connected angle to the plate, in that case the LW and L1 we have to calculate. So D plus L1 plus LW. Now our target is to calculate this LW, L1 and L2. So this is our target now. So how to calculate this LW and L1 and L2? So here, for this calculation of L1 and L2, here our target is calculate L1 and L2. Now here, to calculate L1 and L2, this is our, जसं आपण बोल्टेड कनेक्शन मध्ये आपण काय केलं होतं, नंबर ऑफ बोल्ट्स कॅल्क्युलेट केलते डिझाईन मध्ये, तसं इथं काय करायचं आपल्याला, L1 ची किती लेंथला L1, किती लेंथला इथं वेल्डिंग करावं लागेल, किती लेंथला इथं वेल्डिंग करावं. सो दिस लेंथ इज दी L1 and L2 आउट ऑफ दिस टोटल LW. टोटल LW मध्ये D प्लस L1 प्लस L2 म्हणजे जी काय आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केलेली लेंथ आहे, तर ती लेंथ मग L1 किती करायचं आणि L2 किती करायचं, दॅट इज दी आवर टार्गेट. सो टू कॅल्क्युलेट L1 and L2, take moment about top and bottom of the angle section. What is the meaning of this sentence? The meaning of this sentence is, to calculate this L1 or L2, we have to take the movement about this top. म्हणजे इथं तर घ्यावे लागेल मुवमेंट आपल्याला, किंवा इथं तर मुवमेंट घ्यावे लागेल. म्हणजे या L2 च्या लाईनला, अदरवाइज L1 च्या लाईनला मुवमेंट घ्यावी लागेल. नाव, so this is the center line. So here this is the CG. So now this distance is CYY. This distance is CYY. म्हणजे सेंट्रॉइडलचं एक्स ऍक्सिस पर्यंत डिस्टन्स. सेंट्रॉइडलचं एक्स ऍक्सिस पर्यंत डिस्टन्स इज दी CYY. सो म्हणजेच हे पण काय आहे तुमचं CYY. And that given in the problem, in the steel table. जर तुम्हाला हा अँगल सेक्शन दिला असेल, या अँगलला आपण कसं नेम देऊ शकतो? ISA, इंडियन स्टँडर्ड अँगल, सपोज 80/80/8. Angle section ISA 80/80/8. It means this width is 80, this width, the top, this D is 80, again this W here, this is the width, this again 80, and thickness of this angle is 8. So this is the nomenclature of this angle that this ISA is given in steel table. So steel table मध्ये तुम्हाला CYY ची व्हॅल्यू मिळेल. या अँगल सेक्शन साठी CYY ची व्हॅल्यू कुठून मिळेल तुम्हाला? स्टील टेबल मधून मिळेल. Okay. So now we have to calculate L1 plus L1 and L2. So for calculation of L1 and L2, we have to take the movement about top or bottom. At the top or at the bottom, means at the L1 stage or at the L2. So now how to take the moment? So if we consider here, this point is A or this point is B, means if we have to take moment at A or at B, so here we will take moment at A is equal to 0. Here we will take moment at A, means this top of the angle or bottom of the angle. So here M at A is equal to 0. So now we have to take moment. Now here this is one of the force and this is one second force. This L2 means here strength of weld we have calculated for L1 and L2. So strength of weld we have calculated in step number 3. That strength of weld. So here L2 into, now this L2, the moment of this L2 about A. So if this is the force, this L2 force, we have to take the moment about A. Now, so this is clockwise or anti-clockwise direction of this force. This is the direction of force. So we have to take this moment. So this force into this perpendicular distance up to A. So force is here L2, means force is, 1 minute. Here force is, means strength is FDW into wait 1 minute. See, this the strength or force generated at this L2 and force generated at L1, because we have calculated the strength of the weld. Strength of the weld we have calculated means in this portion we have welded. So we have welded in this portion. So here some of there may be some strength is there in the L1 area and L2 area. Somewhat strength is there. So that strength is the, suppose FDW is the strength into L2 into, now what is distance here? The distance is D. Are you getting? FDWL2 is the strength or force. FDW is the strength or force at L2 into the perpendicular distance is D. What is moment? Force into perpendicular distance. So this is the force. FDW into L2 is the force. So this force, this is the force and this is the distance. So distance is the D, this much distance, because we are taking the moment at this point. So here FDW into L2 is the force and D is the moment. So now this moment, so which sign we are giving? This is clockwise or anti-clockwise with A? This L2 force, clockwise or anti-clockwise? This is clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anyone can tell me? We are taking moment at A.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. This is clockwise. Okay, correct. Now, if this is clockwise, then we have to give the sign. Sign for this is positive. Are you getting? So first force FDW into L2. This is the force into perpendicular distance is D and it act at clockwise at a distance D. Okay, now second force is the T. Second force is the T. Now this L1, at the L1 stage, there is the force FDW L1 force is there, but here distance is at A, distance is 0. So here need not to calculate, add this, because whole value will be 0. Okay. Now this second force T into what is perpendicular distance? Now this is clockwise or anti-clockwise? हा फोर्स कसा जाणार आहे? असा जाणार आहे. So this is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise. So here we have to give sign negative. So negative T force into perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance for this force. So how to calculate this perpendicular distance?
D minus CYY.
Correct. D minus CYY is the perpendicular distance. And D is also given in steel table. CYY is also given in steel table. Load is also given in problem statement. So this you will be here 0 is equal to 0. So here L1 is automatically 0 because why this term is 0 L1? Because we are taking moment at this level only. So here distance is 0. So इथं काही व्हॅल्यू असू द्या त्याला आपण 0 न मल्टिप्लाय केलं की इट विल बी ऑटोमॅटिकली 0. सो इथं L1 ची व्हॅल्यू पुट करायची गरज नाही. Now calculate it. Now calculate L2. So how to calculate L2? So here FDW L2 into D is equal to T D minus C. So here D minus CYY, D minus CYY. So here we have to calculate L2. So L2 is equal to what? T in bracket D minus CYY divided by FDW into D. Are you getting? So this is the equation number 1. Means we got the L2. And where means this length. L2 is the length in mm. So that much length we have to weld here. That much length we have to weld here. Are you getting? This is the L2. FD, some of the student asked me FDW is equal to force. How? So strength is nothing but we have calculated strength of weld in step number 3. Strength of weld in step number 3 we have calculated. That is the strength of that weld. That means this is the force, no, at that welding level. Means, see, why we are welding this? Why we are welding this? This is the plate and this is the angle section. Means this is the, so this is the main plate and angle. We are connecting these two members by the welding. So here at L1 distance and L2 distance we are welding this. Now if we weld this plate and angle section, so somehow strength this L1 and L2 part will be carry. At this place whatever welding we have done, that welding will be carry the somewhat force. The force is coming is T on this joint. So for carry this T force, whatever we have done welding here, that welding carry the sum of force. That force is the our design strength of weld that we have calculated in step number 3. We have calculated in step number 3, that is FDW. So that FDW is the FDW we have calculated in step number 3. That FDW is nothing but the force. That force will carry by this welding. So this force we are taking here, FDW. FDW, because we have not added here length. FDW into L2 is the force at L2 level. Are you getting? FDW L2 is the force at L2 level and FDW L1 is the force at L1, because we have welded in that area. So that area's welded parts somewhat carry the tensile force out of T. So T is the total force coming on the that member. So some of the L2 length welded area will carry this FDW load and L1 will carry FDW load. Now, are you getting now? So we will see example at that time. Again, you will clear. We have welded here means here's somewhat force this length will be carrying out of this T. So that is nothing but the FDW, design strength of the weld we have calculated in step number 3. So whatever design strength we have calculated in step number 3, so sum of part force carry by this L1 and sum of part force carry by this L2 out of T. So are you getting now? FDW is the force. Why this is the force? And here, if we do this calculation, then we will get the length of weld at bottom. Now, but what is total length of weld? LW is equal to D plus L1 plus L2. Now here we got L2. So if we put this value of L2 in this equation, D is already known. So here we can calculate L1. So are you getting? So this is the equation number 2. And this is the equation number 1. Are you getting? So this L2 and L1 in mm, if we weld for this length here, if we weld for the L1 and L2, then we will get the total strength, whatever we have calculated, total weld, whatever required for the carry this T load. This T load is the factored load coming on the joint. To carry this T load, we have to weld L1, L2 and deep. In these three, we have to weld. Are you getting? So that L1 and L2 here we have calculated. So first write down, we will see two examples on that, so you will better understand at that time. So write down where you are now. You have draw this sketch. So I will wait, draw the sketch first, whatever I have drawn. If this time this part is difficult to understand, we will solve two problems, then you will understand better at the time of solving the problem. So don't worry. Now write down. Shall I go above? If this part is over, if figure is over, I will move up. So if you miss any lecture, then next lecture part you will not understand, because this subject is not like this, not a theoretical. So you have to attend every lecture. If you miss one lecture, then you will not understand. Write down this. If this part is in your notebook, and if you read once after the lecture, then you will again understand.
सर
Yes.
सर आवाज येतोय?
Yes, yes.
हा सर, ते L1 आणि L2 सेम कधी असणार, इक्वल लेंथ?
असू शकत नाही, असं काय नाही. ते कशावरती डिपेंड आहे माहितीये का? तुमची
बर
जी डेप्थ आहे त्याच्यावरती डिपेंड आहे. हे सेम सेम कधी असू शकत नाही. असेल पण किंवा नसेल पण. वाय इट विल नॉट बी सेम और डिफरंट. इफ दिस ओव्हर everyone has written, then I will go to up at the to show the figure. फिगर बघितल्याशिवाय कळणार नाही तुम्हाला. फिगर मध्ये सांगतो मी सेम कधी असेल किंवा नसेल. It will be same sometime, otherwise it will be different. Why? That way I will tell you. If writing is over, then I will tell you. And if we solve the examples 1 2, then we will realize the L1 will be same or different in some cases. तुम्हाला ते पण लक्षात येईल ज्यावेळी आपण एक दोन एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करू. Over? Your writing is over? Please anyone reply? We have to move next. Yes, it is over. Okay. One of your friend asked me the question when the L1 and L2 will be same. So it depend upon this depth and width. If this depth and width will be same, at this time maybe L1 and L2 same. Not like, because we are welding this, if we consider for welding this D, म्हणजे जर आपण 1, 2 and 3, if we are welding for 3 sides only, at that time there may be chance of L1 and L2 will be same. जर आपण D, L1 and L2 या तिन्हीला जर वेल्डिंग करत असेल किंवा याच्या खाली पण कुठे या एरियात पण जर आपण वेल्डिंग करत असू, त्या केसमध्ये मे बी L1 आणि L2 सेम येऊ शकेल. आपण काय करतोय, D, L1 आणि L2 या तिन्हीलाच जर वेल्ड करत असेल तर देर मे बी नॉट अ चान्स टू दिस L1 आणि L2 विल बी सेम. जर एखाद्या वेळी D आणि ह्या ठिकाणी हे पण Dच आहे, पण हे कुठं आहे, प्लेटच्या खालच्या बाजूला आहे आणि ही आपल्याला वरच्या बाजूला दिसते, म्हणजे ही साईड दिसते. अँगलच्या पलीकडच्या बाजूला खाली दिस पार्ट असेल, हा पार्ट असेल. सो देर मे बी नो चान्स ऑफ L1 and L2 will be same, but there may be chance if we are welding 4 sides. In that case, there may be chance of L1 and L2 will be same. Are you getting? असं असू शकणार नाही की सेम येईलच. ते डिपेंड्स अपॉन कुठल्या कुठल्या बाजूला आपण वेल्डिंग करतोय त्याच्यावरती डिपेंड आहे ते L1 आणि L2 सेम येणार की नाही. जर ह्या दोन्ही डी बाजूला जर केलं तर चान्स आहे हे सेम येण्याचा. जर हे दोन्ही बाजू नसतील घेतल्या, फक्त डीच घेतला असेल किंवा हा डी पण नसेल घेतला, किंवा ही विड्थ आता दिस इज 80 by 80 by 8. If this width is 80 and this width is 50, what will happen? The more load will be at top and the less load will be at bottom, because this length is 50 and this length is 80. हे 80 by 50 असेल त्या केसमध्ये तुमचा टॉपला लोड जास्त असेल, त्यामुळे टॉपला वेल्डिंग जास्त होणार. सो देर मे बी no chance to L1 and L2 will be same. Sometimes if the force is at neutral axis, then these two legs are equal at that time, and we are welding here this part and this part also. In that case only L1 and L2 will be same. लक्षात आलं का? L1 आणि L2 सेम येतील असं नाही, कारण का ह्या दोन लेग जर वेगवेगळ्या डायमेन्शनच्या असतील तर याचं वेट आणि याचं वेट, या लेगचं वेट आणि या लेगचं वेट डिफरंट असेल. परंतु ह्याची 50 mm लेंथ आहे, याची 80 mm लेंथ आहे, त्यामुळे खाली वेट कमी असेल, त्यामुळे इकडे वेल्डिंग कमी लागेल. इथं वेट जास्त आहे याचं, त्यामुळे वरच्या टॉपला वेल्डिंग जास्त लागू शकतं. ओके, दॅट वी विल सी इन दी प्रॉब्लेम स्टेटमेंट at the time of solving the problem. Okay, so we will move now the example number 1. I think this is over. So
sir,
हाँ
सर ती FDW इंटू L2 त्याचा काय process?
आता एक लक्षात घ्या, what is FDW? We have written formula FU into LW into TE divided by under root of 3 gamma MW. This is FW. बरोबर आहे का? स्टेप नंबर 3 मध्ये स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ वेल्ड. व्हॉट इज स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ वेल्ड? FDW or TW. This is for fillet weld. This is for butt weld. TDW. So TDW is equal to FY into LW into TE divided by gamma MW. So these are the two formulas of strength of the weld. So FDW is nothing but design strength of the fillet weld and TDW is the design strength of the butt weld. So here we are in step number 3. We have calculated here strength in terms of L. आता आपल्याला LW माहित आहे का? वो स्टेप नंबर 3 मध्ये तुम्ही लक्ष द्या. जावा पाठीमागच्या पेजवर सगळेजण. स्टेप नंबर 3 कुठे आहे बघा. स्टेप नंबर 3 मध्ये आपण काय कॅल्क्युलेट करायला लागलो? FDW or TDW. Now here we have to calculate LW. So we are calculating LW in the step number 4. So here the FDW value is in terms of LW असणार आहे. इथं काहीतरी व्हॅल्यू in terms of LW व्हॅल्यू येणार आहे. लक्षात येते का? आणि त्यानंतर आपण काय म्हटले स्टेप नंबर 4 मध्ये? बाय इक्वेटिंग फॅक्टर्ड लोड अँड स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ वेल्ड. स्टेप नंबर 4 मध्ये परत एक सेंटेन्स लिहिले बघा. बाय इक्वेटिंग द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ वेल्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ LW अँड फोर्स फॅक्टर्ड लोड, ते इक्वेट केल्यानंतर आपल्याला LW ची व्हॅल्यू मिळते. प्लीज we will solve 1-2 problem, then your all doubts will be clear. कारण का आपण तुम्हाला समोर मला दाखवायचं म्हटलं तरी मी फिगर काढून दाखवलेतच, पण असंही नाही की एवढा सोपा पार्ट आहे की तुम्हाला लगेच समजेल. म्हणून म्हणतो एक प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करूया आणि त्यावेळी LW कशी कॅल्क्युलेट केली किंवा FDW कसा येतोय ह्याच्या व्हॅल्यू समजल्यानंतर तुम्हाला हे डेरिव्हेशन समजेल आपण जे कॅल्क्युलेट केलेलं आहे. Are you getting? So these are the strengths and ही strength in terms of LW आहे, म्हणजेच L1 आणि L2 आहे. हा काहीतरी फोर्स आहे ना. FDW is the strength means काहीतरी फोर्स आहे. तो LW म्हणजे काही पार्ट L1 न कॅरी केला असेल, यातला काही पार्ट L2 ने कॅरी केला असेल. म्हणजे इथं काहीतरी व्हॅल्यू आहे LW मधलं LW इज नथिंग बट L1 प्लस L2 आहे. म्हणजे काही पार्ट इथं सम व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे काहीतरी व्हॅल्यू L1 काहीतरी व्हॅल्यू L2 असणार आहे. तेच आपण तिथे ऍड केले या फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये. हियर FDW L2 इन्स्टेड ऑफ LW, कारण का LW म्हणजेच L1 प्लस L2 आहे ना. म्हणजे काहीतरी L2 वरती लोड जाणार आहे, काहीतरी L1 वरती लोड जाणार आहे. सो हियर वी हॅव रिटन स्ट्रेंथ L2, कारण का इथं L हा अननोन आहे म्हणून